Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 4 of Marvel Action Spider-Man issue 21. Now as you know, Marvel Action Spider-Man is meant to have Peter Parker at Oscorp School and is meant to be a bigger improvement over Marvel Spider-Man. And the 4th issue is meant to feature Screwball. Now, in Marvel Spider-Man, the TV series, they had it be Liz Allen, who tries to be this media sensation. Here, it's completely different, which I think was a bigger improvement. And let's get on the story. It starts off how Peter tries to meet Charlie at school, who says, "Whoa, this is a new look for you. Are you okay? Peter, where were you? I came looking for you after school, and I ended up getting attacked by Spider-Man. Look what he did." That's not what happened. And we kind of see how Charlie hates Spider-Man now with a passion, and this actually feels better than the whole Harry hating Spider-Man thing back in Marvel Spider-Man, because that seemed way enforced and blamed him for simple things. We see how basically Charlie is welcomed back by Randy and Cindy, and we kind of see how Cindy mentions about the whole research squad thing, a group of elite brightest students, and think Charlie might have a spot. We see how Randy points out that there's this new person called Screwball who is trying to get the junior research squad shut down, and points out all the mysterious things that happen. We see how Miss Brandit points out that Principal Octavius wants to find out about the story and gets the school newspaper team to get to work on it. So we see how Peter goes into Oscorp School at night and says, or maybe not. I guess Screwball was all and no home run. I better head back. It's getting pretty late. So we kind of see how Randy lets Peter know that Screwball showed up again, and Peter and the others learning to their shock that Screwball had hacked their stuff. And we see how Randy goes, "The biggest scoop of the year, and we've been shut down. Why couldn't this have happened during the week of Puppy Parade instead?" Hey, that Puppy Parade issue was a real page-turner. So we kind of see how Miss Brandit points out that Principal Octavius isn't gonna shut down the junior research squad and isn't going to kind of let Screwball interfere with his work. So we kind of see how Rand is basically letting Peter know that they're still going to continue the story. So Peter gets the idea to go at night again, sees that the security has been doubled, and we see how Peter goes back to the same route from Scorpion's issue and finds out the pink spray. And of course realizes it's Screwball, who says, "Spider-Man, first things first, who are you and what do you know about the junior research squad?" So we kind of see how Screwball tries to make a break for it, and eventually Peter seeing the door to it, and basically Screwball pointing out that a friend of hers was attacked by Mysterio and wants to help set things right, and promised her she'd do a bit more research. And we kind of see the special helmet and the single seat, and then sort of getting into work. We see how Peter learns from the blueprints that Otto Octavius might be planning something. So of course they say, "Well, that was new. An alarm, we've got to get out of here now. Heads up, we've got company." That never catch up. Hey, wait! And so they have to deal with the security, and eventually Screwball showing up again to help out. And we see how Otto learns that Spider-Man and Nat are getting too dangerously close, and Otto's saying, "And the upcoming science fair might be the perfect place to stop the spider once and for all." So we kind of see how Spider-Man and Screwball make a break for it, We see how after getting slammed by a door, it turns out Screwball is actually Sammy, which was foreshadowed from issue 3. And Peter Spider-Man telling Screwball or Sammy that it's getting too dangerous now and she'll need to lay low, which she does. We see how Charlie lets Peter know that she's gotten an invite to the junior research squad, and we see how Peter tries to be supportive and knows that Otto might be planning something sinister, which is shown from the next issue. And this is the story. So I feel issue 4 is mediocre. Like, I get it, they're trying to show that Sammy's not a bad person, but I feel if they had it with her sort of having doubts about the school, maybe become Screwball because she feels like there's something going on behind doors, maybe this would have Spider-Man and her forming a perfect alliance. Again, I feel with Marvel Spider-Man they really did wanted to make Liz Screwball, but it feels a bit like enforced. And I think at least you can tell they are building up to something I think Marvel Spider-Man got wrong. So I think the issue deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of okay, but could have been better. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.